Every remote MCP servers used to open with a handshake. Here is what the handshake actually did. The client posts initialize, the server mints a session and hands the ID back. From then on, every request has to carry that ID. And here is the part that matters. The session lives in one process memory. The ID does not just identify you, it pins you to the box that issued it. On your laptop that is invisible, there is only one box. Then it works, so you scale it. 3 replicas behind an ordinary load balancer. Request 1 lands on a pod A, and pod A mints the session. Request 2 goes to round robin to pod B, and pod B has never heard of you. 400 session not found. 2 out of every 3 calls die on a protocol detail. So you fix the way everyone fixed it. Option 1, sticky sessions. Pin each client to a pod at the load balancer, which means your load balancer is a stateful now too. Option 2, put the session in a shared Redis. Now every request pays a network hoop to look itself up. And you're running a database whose only job is holding a protocol detail. If you have ever run a whole Redis to work around a protocol, do like and subscribe. That is the most of what this channel is about. And neither one survives a deploy. On the 28th of July, the spec deleted the problem. Not fixed it, deleted. 2 proposals did it. 2567 removes the session ID header and the protocol session behind it. 2575 removes the handshake entirely. There is no initialize anymore. Your protocol version and what your client can do now right along in meta on every request. So a tool call used to be 3 round trips and a header you had to keep. Now it is 1 post, self-describing and complete on its own. If a client wants to know what a server supports before it commits, there is a call for that. Server discover, optional, and once. Everything else just goes. Here is what that buys you. Any request can land on any instance. Plain round robin, no sticky sessions, no Redis. A pod dies mid-deploy and the next request lands somewhere else. The client never notices, and because there is nothing to hold open, the server does not have to be running. On workers or Cloud Run, it scales to 0 between calls. Cloudflare put it plainly, MCP no longer requires a durable object to speak the protocol. The rest of the update is MCP admitting it is just HTTP. 2 new headers, MCP method and MCP name. Your gateway can rate limit a tool call without parsing a single byte of JSON. List results carry a time to live and a cache scope. That is cache control for tools. Public means a shared proxy may keep it. Private means it is yours alone. But wait, what if I actually need a state? Then you do what every HTTP API has done for 30 years. A tool mints a handle and hands it back. A basket ID, a browser ID. The model passes it as an ordinary argument on the next call. State did not disappear. It stopped being the protocol's problem and started being yours, which is the version you can actually debug. Second question, with no open stream, how does a server ask you something? It used to push a prompt arriving out of nowhere, which was a bad experience and a real security hole. Now it answers. You call delete file, the server returns input required. Attached is every question it needs answered and a blob called request state. That blob is a whole call serialized. Your client asks you, you say yes. Then it reissues the original request with your answers and echoes the state back. Any instance can finish it. And the long jobs, tasks graduated out of experimental into an official extension. A refund that takes 4 minutes does not block the conversation. You write the state into your own database and return immediately. The client polls task get or opens one listen streams and wait. Your database, your state, the protocol just carries the handle. This is a big update, so here is a body count. Thing gone. Logging set level gone. Stream resumability and last event ID gone. A broken stream means you send the request again. Routes, sampling, and logging are all deprecated, so is the old SSC transport and dynamic client registration, and for the first time the spec says how long you get. 12 months minimum written into the policy. MCP spent a year being a session protocol wearing HTTP as a costume. The handshake was the thing everybody built their infrastructure around, and deleting it is finally what made the things deployable. Turns out the best feature they shipped this year was a delete key.